What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another solo leveling and rise video. Alright guys, we got ourselves a brand new weapon tier list finally. It's been a while since we've done this because we haven't really had any new GINA weapons drop, but we do finally have the brand new wind weapon, the Demon King daggers, which are, man oh man, making a splash everywhere. So let's get right into it, guys. I put the rares in their own little category called rares. We're not going to touch those. Are they useless? Absolutely not. Are they useful now to this point? Sure, in some BOTs if you want to, do some guides or, play around with some challenges. But overall, the SR and SSR weapons are going to overshadow them quite heavily. So let's avoid those and continue on with the list. So let's start off with the Ds here. We've got ourselves the Golem Hammer. We got ourselves the Shield here. And we got ourselves the giant iron Drake sword, which I wish was much better because it looks so damn cool. But these three, I would say, is still continuously the worst weapons in the game for sure. Next up in the C class, we got ourselves the staff here, which gives you more power gauge when you QTE. Again, semi-useful, can be used a couple places, but overall, not a great weapon. We have the broad orc sword, which I wish was better. I wish it didn't require you to kill things all the time, or else that probably would have taken a better slot. And then we have our basic attack daggers over here, which only are very situational and useful for some units in the game. And then we have the B class here. We're going to go with those. We'll say the Kasaka daggers, the Night Killer, the Naga spear for water elemental, Baruka's dagger, which unfortunately requires quite a bit of dupes to even be useful. And then we have ourselves the Dark Omen. I forget this gun was called Dark Gun. I think it's just called Dark Gun. I don't even remember anymore. We got ourselves the core axe right there, and then we have ourselves lastly, I believe, the elemental sword. I think these are probably fit still to be in the B class. Nothing really like bonus about these ones, but they're not bad. Very situational for the most part, but some of these actually do shine in certain battles. So there you guys go. Now in terms of the the S class, or sorry, this is the B class. In terms of the A class, we're gonna have a couple more in there that normally wouldn't be in there. And we're going to try to be a little bit more strict as well with these than we were before. Okay, so for this here, because of its use in the guild battles and where we can actually take advantage of them, this definitely will sit in A because of its abilities there. Now that we have an SSR version of it, this will be in an A as well too. From here, I'd say the book here is probably an A as well because of the power gauge increase. And then the bow here, if you want to have more crit damage for your units. And then the Grimoire as well. So that's probably where you're going to sit in regards to those weapons for the SR class. You know what? We'll even throw this in there. I think that's fair. Now, in terms of the S class, we have ourselves the, I'd say Orb of Avarice probably sits up here. Let me think about this one. Orb of Avarice, I still think it's really, really powerful. Redeemer Boy, I'd say probably goes here now. So that's probably how that's going to look. Now, we're going to save this for SSS. It still is one of the best weapons in the game, even after the increase of Demon King Longsword and the new introduction of the Demon Daggers. The Westwind is still one of the most powerful weapons in the game for SRs and still sits high mighty where it belongs. Okay, so we're going to leave that there. Now let's talk a little bit about the actual SSR weapons for characters, for Hunters specifically in this case. So S-class wise, we're going to put Limbs in here. Actually pretty good. Dong Su I'll put right here as well, just because of the characters, not because the weapons themselves, but because the characters. The weapons are actually better than the characters, unfortunately. We're gonna put in Vulcan's Rage up in S as well too. Where is that Vulcan? Where are you? There you are. Actually, you know what? We're gonna put Vulcan's Rage in A. Maybe S. Yeah, maybe S. It'll sit there as well too. And then we have ourselves a couple more weapons in the S category that I want to toss in here. Let's see. We have. Let me see if any of these ones belong there. I'm just trying to see if there's anything worthwhile here mentioning. Woo's is good now, so we don't want to toss that in there. Huntsman, I'm going to put Huntsman in here as well too. I'll say Huntsman probably is the first, probably top S-class one, okay? Has a great break. Actually, no, Huntsman belongs there. I think this is more fair. Okay, I think that's good. All right, now let's put in this one. Now, I'm going to be real with you guys. This I have not fully tested yet. From what I've seen, it is actually very powerful. Probably the best light weapon for SSRs, but right now, not top tier, unfortunately, in terms of where it belongs. Sorry, S-class as well, too. I forgot to put GINA's. Takes way too long to get the mana regeneration from it. I'm just trying to see if there's anyone else. Hansi Mi as well, too. The damage reduction on the opponent is way too low. Or damage increase is way too low, and you need a 5 to really see it shine. Just let me see if there's anyone else here, guys, that I think belongs in that. I think we're good there. All right, SS. We're going to put Choi. The decrease in defense is incredible. Also more damage and burns. Use of Yun's weapons, also really good. Mei Lin's we're going to toss in here. Gun He's we're going to toss in here. Mireille's we're gonna toss definitely up in there. Harper, I think is. Oh, actually, this is Charlotte's. Charlotte's, I think, is definitely SS. Harper's will go here. Alicia's is definitely SS. Cha's definitely SS. SM Beck is SS versus triple S. Libor is definitely triple S. Emma's, I'm going to put in here as well. Suz, definitely worthwhile having for her. I'll say his as well too. And Wu's is probably right around here because of where the fact that it only benefits wind. Okay, so there you guys go. That pretty much is it. Now, in regards to these weapons that are remaining, we're going to put Scythe right here. And again, the only reason why Scythe is not triple S is not because its damage is bad, it's because it's survivability. It just takes so much for that to work. Scatty's actually the only A weapon I'd say. You know what? Let's just do this. I think that makes more sense. There we go. That probably makes more sense. Now, in regards to triple S, got a lot of good weapons here, guys. Demon King Longsword. That's right. Now officially a triple S weapon. Does not require counterattack to do insane damage. The only caveat with this is you really need to see it shine at A5. That's the only big downfall to it. We're going to put Phoenix Bow, of course, still one of the strongest weapons in the game. Definitely there. This now is actually behind Demon King Longsword. Moonshadow, Zeke's we're going to put right here. Grimoire, we're going to toss right in about this area because it's a universal weapon. Moonshadow Daggers is still going to be here, and Plum Sword is still going to be here. I'll even put Zeke's right there because of damage. And then Demon King Longswords, unfortunately, guys, is just the best weapon in the game at the moment. And you're not going to see anything stronger than it right now in the game. So that pretty much covers up everything. Now, I do want to mention a few different caveats here about some of these triple S's, okay? The Hunter weapons, of course, these are the best ones for the Hunters. These are still very, very powerful, by the way, and still very strong. Again, the Scythe, I explained why the category there. Scatty needs a massive upgrade. Like a massive upgrade. Even from what they did before, it needs a bigger upgrade. Same with Vulcan's Rage, needs a massive upgrade as well. Again, these ones here are very strong weapons. Technically, Wu's can go up here as well too, to be quite honest. You know what, we'll put them up there. I think the rest of these guys just need a little more love. GINA's, the only problem I have with GINA's, quite honestly, is the fact that the mana circulation, I've noticed, takes very long to activate for that MP recovery to occur. So I think once they fix that, that might be better. And same with Hansi Mi's, just the fact that you require an A5 just to make the debuff stick is crazy to me. These, of course, will never change. I would say, as a matter of fact, it's just like this. Yeah, I would say it goes like this. And the reason why these three are together like this is because they're still the most powerfully used debuff weapons, buff weapons in the game, and they're just universal. I call them universal weapons for a reason, and nothing I don't think will ever take their place in regards to that. Now, Demon King Longsword, of course, is extremely powerful. We did a ton of testing. You guys can check the testing out in the live stream. It does almost double the damage of Westwind does now at A5 if you compare A5 versus A10. And then Demon King Longswords, or sorry, Demon King Daggers was out DPS in the Demon King Longsword at A10 full max skills at A5. So you can only imagine at A10 this weapon is just going to be destroying everything left and right. And I think pretty much every whale has proven that, including my own testing. So there you guys have it. That is the full weapon tier list. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think, if there should be any changes. Love to hear from you. This is Payne. Happy Thanksgiving again to all my Canadians. For the rest of you, stay safe. Have a wonderful day. Take care.